Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from February 14th to the 20th, and I'm using this dinosaur birthday themed kit from SPC. Obviously, this is Valentine's Day week as well, and I originally did plan on using a Valentine's Day kit this week, but the birthday party that we hosted fell on the same week as Valentine's Day, and I really wanted to use this kit just because I love a theme, and honestly, Valentine's Day this year sucked anyway, so who cares? This whole holiday season was just lame. Like Christmas, New Year's, and now Valentine's Day. Not that that's really part of the holiday season, but you get what I mean. It just goes to show it's not like New Year's Eve rolls around, New Year, new start. It was not a new start. I don't know. I'm still waiting for my new start. But anyway, yes. So Wednesday I left off a full box. I believe I got the mini kit you would have seen. I'm sure you can tell from my voiceovers, but I don't look at the video while I do my voiceover. I look at my planner. So sometimes I'll say like, oh, I think this is this. And you're probably thinking like, duh, you moron. We just saw you use it. But anyway, I think this was a mini kit, maybe it wasn't. No, maybe it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You know better than I do. But it was really nice having a kit with glitter headers this week, because and I had them last week too. I don't know. I feel like I had like 3 weeks in a row without glitter headers. Maybe it was only 2. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on. I don't really have much else to say about this week. It was just a really stressful week between work and I don't really want to say getting ready for the party was stressful because I really enjoy arts and crafts and we did a lot of like budget stuff, which I very much enjoy, but I don't enjoy hosting parties. I really don't. And I can say that here because I don't think anybody I know we'll ever hear that, but like it really causes me a lot of stress. I hate having people in my apartment so much, especially children. It just like makes me sick to my stomach thinking about their little nasty hands touching all my stuff. Anyway, this wasn't the best week. I'm going to get into it starting with Monday. The first thing I marked was that it was Valentine's Day and I used this like lips sticker that I had left over. It's from a kit. It was deco that I had saved, so I used that to mark that. Then with a little thing, and this is a Fox and Pip Nope girl, but I just cut off the word nope off of her shirt and used her to mark that I took a nap. Then with this Coffee Monsters Co. desk flat lay, and I think that, this is like a weekly checklist or header, weekly header, like for your sidebar. I marked that Joe and I worked together, quote unquote. I was working remotely and he had to study for a test for work in order to get his license renewed. So it was technically work for him, but he was just studying. Under that, with a little thing and a Stella Bow Sticker Co. laptop, I marked that I had to email Walmart. I can't remember why. I think something said it was delivered and it hadn't been. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Probably got stolen. With a half box and these Munchkins shopping from Once More with Love, I marked that we went to Dollar Tree and Walmart. And then the final thing on Monday with a little thing and this laptop icon that I don't believe is from this kit. I think I just had this icon left over from somewhere. I marked that I did more work. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and this like me and you Munchkin sticker from Once More with Love, I marked that I accidentally wrote work out together again. I meant work together again. So same thing as the day before. He had to study and I had to work. And I forgot to mention, the reason we were doing it together was because his internet was out. So he had to come to my place to study. With a little thing and this like sad munchkin, I marked that I took a dramatic nap because I was just feeling so depressed. With a little thing, this is a little thing. And this old dishes sticker, I marked that I washed the dishes. Then with a little thing and this stick with the Plan Co. girl FaceTiming, I marked that I FaceTimed my boyfriend's sister. I don't know why. We must have both FaceTimed her. Doesn't matter. Anyway, under that, with a flag and these emojis from Coffee Monsters Co. out to dinner, I marked that we went to an Italian restaurant called Pietro's. We did not have time to celebrate Valentine's Day yesterday, so we just did it on Tuesday. We just went out to dinner. It really wasn't that exciting. Then with a little thing in this heartbroken munchkin, I marked that I was in my feelings. I don't remember why. I don't think it was like anything to do with my boyfriend. I think I was just really depressed. Again, I hate this time of year, so yeah. And then the final thing with a little thing and a laptop from Planting Roses, I marked that I just worked really late. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with a little thing and this emoji cramping up, I marked that I got my period. That totally makes sense why I was a mess the day before with my dramatic nap and being in my feelings. But yeah, I got my period the next day with a little thing, and I am so sorry if you can hear all that honking, Jesus. With a spray bottle, I marked that I cleaned. I don't know where I got the spray bottle. It was just on my leftovers sheet. With a little thing and a munchkin holding a cake, I marked that I did more party prep. Then with another little thing and a munchkin, technically shopping online, but I felt like the paid laptop also worked for marking my work because I do get paid for that. So I just marked that I worked. Then with the little thing and this pooper scooper, I marked that I did the litter. With a flag and an emoji hammering some nails, I marked that I started, or I think I just tested out the spackle. My apartment's a disaster, and I try to fix everything I possibly can myself that isn't expensive, just because the less I bug my landlord, I feel like the longer we'll get away with not having our rent raised. So anyway, since we moved into this place, the toilet paper dispenser has been falling off the wall, and it's like basically it was installed into very thin drywall with screws that aren't thick enough, and every time you change the roll, it gets looser and looser until it falls off, and it's been doing that since before we moved in here. And so I finally took it upon myself to fix it myself. So I had some spackle because I was gonna completely redo the entire thing with a little thing or this is actually maybe an appointment label or something. I don't know. It looks fatter than the little things. See, I'm not even watching myself do anything. I'm just looking at my planner. Anyway, with a munchkin coloring, I marked that I made homemade party favors for the kids. There were only 3 kids, so it really wasn't that much work, but it was fun. I love doing stuff like that. With a squared off box and this hair dye sticker from, I think, SPC, I marked that I bleached my roommate's hair, with a little thing and a washing machine. I marked that I did laundry. Then I think this is this is either a piece of washi or it's part of a 3-heart checklist or whatever that I cut. And this munchkin reading, this was actually a read outside sticker, but I just cut the sun off. I marked that I finished the book Living Dead Girl. Very morbid, but I liked it. It was very short. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked with, I think this is a work sticker, and I just covered up the word work, and this emoji trying to do some home improvement. I marked that I did the next layer of spackle. Again, I was doing it in layers so it would dry. I really wanted it to just last and us never have to do this again. With a flag and a Stick with a Plan Co. girl painting, I marked that I painted a wooden dinosaur that I got from Dollar Tree that we were going to put in the center of the table. With a little thing and an emoji baking, I marked that I baked the cake this day. Then with a squared off box and an Olive Studio slice of pizza, I marked that we got and pizza, but it was a disaster. We actually never got our food. I ended up getting 1 free pizza and still got to keep my coupon for a $5 pizza because they screwed up so badly. We waited for, it said our pizzas were ready and they weren't, and we waited for an hour and they just never were ready. And then my boyfriend actually got 2 free pizzas because, again, they screwed up, and then on top of that, we're insanely rude to him. So we ended up not getting pizza this night, but it paid off in the end because we got free pizzas later. With a fancy label and another hair dyeing sticker, I marked that I finished my roommate's hair because I had to bleach it again and tone it. Then with a little thing and this munchkin head with glasses, I marked that my boyfriend came over to help, not with the hair, but with like getting ready for the party. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and these munchkins shopping was that we went to Dollar Tree for just some last minute party things. No, I did. I went by myself. It's so funny doing these spreads from months ago because I could have sworn we went together, so I put these 2 munchkins shopping, but now I remember I went by myself. And I also went to Aldi by myself, which I marked under that with a label and this shopping bag I had left over from some random kit. With a little thing and this munchkin surrounded by balloons, I marked that I blew up a million balloons because I ended up making a balloon arch because now Dollar Tree sells like the plastic piece, and it doesn't come with balloons. It's not like a legit kit, but I bought balloons and I made my own balloon arch. With a little thing and an emoji decorating a cake, I marked that I decorated the cake. Then with a little thing and another spray bottle, I marked that I cleaned. With a flag and this crying munchkin being comforted by another munchkin, I marked that the tables had turned. It was insanely satisfying. Because usually before my boyfriend's family comes over to his place, he has me stay up with him cleaning like until 3 a.m. or something ridiculous like that. And there have been a couple times where I've worked like a full shift and then come over and stayed up forever helping him. And it makes me so angry that he doesn't realize I need to sleep and go to work the next day. And so this night, he was like, I have to go home. And he left and I finished and I stayed up until 6:30 decorating and he went home to sleep. So yeah, finally knows what it feels like. And it was just incredibly validating. With a little thing and this munchkin head, I marked that my boyfriend was running late because this was the day of the party. And of course he would leave me alone to get ready for his family. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I just thought it was hilarious that I stayed up so late and he went home and he was still like late, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm just complaining because I'm petty. I don't know. With a fancy label and this munchkin in a party hat, I marked that it was time for the party. With a piece of a heart checklist that I cut up. Yeah, this was definitely a mini kit. Now I'm realizing, otherwise I wouldn't have had to cut up checklists. And this crying brat munchkin sticker from Once More With Love. I marked that the kids were just insanely spoiled and obnoxious, and I hated it. With a little thing and this angry munchkin head, I just wrote the bubbles, and long story short, I did not want bubbles being used in my apartment because eventually a kid would get their hands on it and spill bubbles all over the place. And I felt incredibly disrespected when somebody didn't listen to me after I said 3 times, no bubbles inside, and then they did it anyway. Really pissed me off. Anyway, with a little thing and this munchkin eating, I marked that we went to a Greek restaurant after the party, even though we had like pizza and pretzel bites and snacks and all this stuff. Their family can eat, my God. So we went to a Greek restaurant sort of near my apartment. Under that, with this freezing munchkin, I marked that I was freezing. It was so cold outside. It was awful. I would have loved to just stay in my apartment. But it was fun and the food was decent. So, had to suck it up. With a movie marquee from the kit and this piece of rose deco that I got from the same leftover deco that the lips came from, I marked that we watched The Bachelor. Moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a half box and like a winky face munchkin head, I marked that Joe's family came over to his apartment. We went to his place. After everybody left, we watched The Bachelor over there. And then, so we were already at his apartment, and then his family came over in the morning with a little thing and this munchkin in bed looking at their phone. I marked that I ended up going into his bedroom to look at TikTok and YouTube because I think they were having like a family sing-along or something. They all play guitar except the dad, and they all love to sing, and I just sit there and watch, so I just went into the other room. With a little thing and a little munchkin and a big munchkin about to hug, I marked that the kids came over. So originally it was just Joe's mom, dad, and brother. And then afterwards, his sister and her husband came with their kids. So I marked that. Then with a squared off box and a slice of pizza from, I think, Sticky Perks, I marked that we drove back to my apartment because we had left the leftover pizza there. And we heated up and watched The Woman Across the Street from the Woman in the Window, or whatever that silly Netflix show was called. And I just marked that with this Netflix TV from Design Ski Sticker Co. And then the last thing for this plan with me was my sidebar to mark that it was Valentine's Day and that we celebrated on the 15th. I used this deco that was also on the same sheet. It's like a little bra underwear set, which, trust me, nothing that exciting happened, but I thought that the colors went well with this plan with me. So I used that to mark Valentine's Day. And then the final thing with this little happy birthday munchkin, I marked that this was the week of the birthday party. So yeah, that's everything for this week. I want to say that, oh no, never mind. I thought that the next week gets better, but it kind of does, except for I think, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure the kids got me sick. Every time I see those kids, I get sick. So yeah, that's what the next plan with me is about. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.